Good morning, students. The story we are taking up today is The Cop and the Anthem. As we have seen in this story, that there is a character whose name is Soapy and who is supposed to be very hopeless, jobless in his life, and confused for getting shelter, food as well, because there is a challenging life for him. And this challenging situation comes due to the arrival of winter, in which he has neither food nor shelter to cover his body. That's why he wants to be arrested, and in this condition, he makes lots of attempts, but all attempts are supposed to be failure. It's supposed to be up to some extent that humorous, that why everyone wants to be not arrested by police, but here we find that Soapy is very much interested in being arrested. The reason is that he wants to get food, shelter free of cost. When he will be sent to jail, the government will provide all the facilities. That's why he wants, and in all his attempts, he is supposed to be failure. What happens ahead, we will find in this story. Then he came to another cop standing in front of a big theater. He caught up something else to try. He began to shout as if he had too much to drink. His voice was as loud as he could make it. He danced, he cried out, and the cop turned his back to Soapy and said to a man standing near him, "It's one of those college boy, he won't hurt anything." Once again, he started making something drama like that in front of the theater, that he wanted to make some disturbance willingly at public places, that even the police will angry at him, and the people will be annoyed with his behavior and will call the police and he will be arrested. But even the police came and watched, observed, but said that he is supposed to be a college student and we are not allowed to arrest the college student. Saying this, the police leave him, did not arrest him. "We have orders to let them shout," the police said on the place, on the spot, that we cannot arrest the college students. Soapy was quiet. Was no cop going to touch him? He was very much disturbed, very much frustrated, very much annoyed. What will happen for 3 months in his life? He began to think of the island as it was as far as a star. You know, here he is supposed to be very hopeless, because getting into the jail, the island that it has been mentioned, Blackwell Island, that is supposed to be very far away from his life, beyond his imagination, beyond his action, beyond his thought. What he planned, everything supposed to be failure. The next, the wind was very cold. He pulled his thin coat around him. The wind was very cold. Then he saw a man in shop buying a newspaper. The man's umbrella stood beside the door. Soapy stepped inside the shop, took the umbrella and walked slowly away. What he did? Once again, what he saw, that a man putting his umbrella aside and was buying newspaper. He decided why not to steal his umbrella, and he will call the police, and in this way I will be arrested. So for this he did willingly, reluctantly. The man followed him quickly. "Umbrella," he said. "Oh, is it? said Soppy. Why don't you call a cop? I took it, your umbrella. Why don't you call a cop? There is one standing at the corner. The man walked more slowly. Soapy did the same. What he said? Oh, this is this is mine, the man said to Soapy. Then Soapy said that you should call the police and I will be arrested. In this way, the man headed towards the police, and along with the man, Soapy also did so. But he had a feeling that he was going to fail again. The cop looked at the two men. He understood that this mission is also not going to be successful. I said, the umbrella man, that is, you know how these things happen. If that is your umbrella, I am very sorry. I found it this morning in a restaurant. If you say it's your, I hope you will. It's mine, cried Soppy with anger in his voice. What happened? Just opposite. The man said to Soapy that if you claim that it's yours, you can have it. I got this by chance from the restaurant in the morning. Now, Soapy became very much angry. That what the hell is that? I'm trying to be arrested, but everything going to be failure. It's mine, cried. He gets angry. The umbrella man hurried away. The cop helped a lady across the street. Soapy walked east. He threw the umbrella as far as he could throw it. He talked to himself about cops and what he thought of them because he wished to be arrested. They seemed to believe he was like a king who could do no wrongs. You know, he was thinking about his planning, about his attempts, all the attempts he did, and not being arrested. He was just, he has his imagination in his mind how merciless the behavior of the police towards me is. I am trying to make mistakes, I am doing some wrong, but the police treating me as I am a king. I am innocent. Why they are not arresting me? He was interested to be arrested because he want to get the food free of cost, and it is possible only in jail. At last Soapy came to one of the quietest streets on the side of the city. He turned here and began to walk south towards Madison Square. He was going home, although he was only a seat. Only home was only a seat in a park. You know, now exhausted by his attempts, by his trial in his life for being arrested, now he just went homewards. And you know, home is the place where you have your emotional connection with that place because you are supposed to born there with your feelings, with your ideas, lots of memories connected with your home. It's not only the building, but it's the relationship of the people, your memory, everything makes a home. And that was the place. Thank you. We will study in the next video.